When I was a high school student, I learned about an exciting summer science program that Michigan State sponsored. At the time, I wasn't sure which field of science I was interested in, and I had requested a biochemistry laboratory. And so when I participated in the program, I was matched to the laboratory of Professor Sweely, who at the time was the chairman of biochemistry at Michigan State. Before I came over here, I always thought research meant just like sort of going to a library and looking through books, and hadn't really realized that I'd be really working with test tubes and giving presentations and learning all kinds of biochemical techniques. Each one of us produced a manuscript of our work. And then in the months that followed, at the end of the program, returned to New York City, which was my hometown. And over the months that followed, I actually continued to revise the manuscript. Eventually, I ended up entering into a very well-known, prestigious science contest. There's thousands of applicants into this particular contest, and I was chosen as one of the top 40 finalists. Which was really a very exciting accomplishment at the time, and ended up getting a trip to Washington, D.C. As soon as I was named winner of the contest, I became inundated with mail and phone calls from Nobel Prize winners, from the mayor of New York City, from a letter from Ronald Reagan, who was president at the time. So after I graduated from high school, I went on to study biochemistry, which had been inspired by Professor Sweely, back during my experience in his laboratory. I graduated cum laude from Harvard University in biochemistry. I followed that with medical school at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis. And I decided I was interested in ophthalmology. I practiced as a clinician for about 10 to 12 years, and then I became interested in reincorporating research into my career, and decided that I needed to acquire some new skills to do that. I was interested in the field of epidemiology. I came across the perinatal epidemiology program, that's a postdoctoral program that's available here at MSU under the direction of Dr. Nigel Paneth. I was discussing my experiences from 30 years ago with my mentor here, Dr. Nigel Paneth, and I had told him I didn't know if Dr. Sweely was still around, and he happened to know Dr. Sweely and said that he knew that he actually was retired but still lived in the neighborhood. We looked him up and found fairly recent articles that he was still writing on the web, and had an email address. I was just hoping that perhaps I'd get some kind of response, not really sure if he'd remember me at all. And then within 10 hours or so of when I emailed him, I received back the most beautiful email saying that I had really made his day by contacting him, and that I really had brought sort of happiness to him, that he realized that he had been such an important mentor to me and influenced my scientific career so greatly.